Good? Okay. I'd like to bring this meeting to order. Good evening. Today is April 27th. Welcome to the Town of Woodfin Board of Adjustment regular meeting. I'd like to take roll. I apologize. My listen.
We could turn these around this way if you.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Order of this. Ms. Gosnell.
Here.
Ms. Hoffman.
Here.
Mr. Hanson.
Here.
Mr. Deroni.
Here.
And Michael Bennett. Here. Thank you. Didn't make any mistakes. Okay, first up on tonight's thing for the administrative portion of this meeting is adoption of the February 23rd, 2022. No. Should this be February 23rd, 2023?
I think so.
Yeah, and let's approve the agenda. Does anybody have any, we'll
okay.
look at the agenda. Anybody have any additions or deletions from the agenda?
No.
All right, so if there's a motion to approve the agenda, we can vote on it.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
Second? All those in favor? Aye. Okay, so the agenda is approved for tonight. So the adoption of the February 23rd, 2023 meeting minutes. Has everybody had a chance to review those minutes?
Yes.
Are there any questions on those minutes? There was one minor typo, and Marie took care of it, so that's been fixed. Any other, no questions? Okay, do I have a motion to approve those minutes?
So moved.
Second.
And everybody in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that being approved, we'll move on to item number 2. Adoption of the meeting, adoption of the minutes for a special Board of Adjustment meeting held on 125, 126, 127, 29, 215, 222, 38, and 39 of 2023.
And you don't have those meetings, but they are being transcribed, and so likely the motion would be adoption to allow the minutes to be reflected as transcribed for those meetings.
Do I have a motion as stated?
Yeah.
Second?
I'll second.
Everybody in favor? All approved, unanimous?
And that just means what will happen is then your meeting minutes will be the actual transcript of all of those meetings.
Okay. Item number 3, adoption of the order regarding the appeal of Alex and Jessica Bernstein and the Citizens for Responsible Land Use Incorporated.
So as you all will remember, I'll just do a quick little introduction. When we talk about the zoning appeals and the quasi-judicial decision, one in particular, 160D 406 in paren J, says that every quasi-judicial decision shall be based upon competent material, substantial evidence in the record. Each quasi-judicial decision shall be reduced to writing, reflect the board's determination of contested facts and their application to the applicable standard, and be approved by the board and signed by the chair. So I think today you have 3 sets of orders or decisions that have been reduced to writing. Those writings need to be approved by the board, and it's not another opportunity to litigate this case. It is just, do the orders reflect what the board's decision was? And that would be to approve a variance or to deny a variance, to approve a special use permit, or to uphold, modify, or deny an appeal. So you don't get to litigate it, and there was a question that was asked about, you don't get to relitigate it. There was a question that was asked about the written objection to the proposed order for the CRLU. That does not do anything to affect your adoption or approval of the proposed order if that order accurately reflects your decision. This is just something that will be filed with the record.
So that would go along with the order into the record?
Into the record.
And if it was to go somewhere else, and then that would be brought up with it?
That is correct.
Okay.
So I think you have 3 orders, with the first one, number 3, being the longest of them, which was the CRLU and Bernstein appeal.
Okay. Has everybody had a chance to review that?
I didn't see what this was, so John Noor was submitting like an official objection just for the record?
Yep, just said he objected to the order as submitted to you all.
So this isn't
And
of
this
the
up-
original appeal?
No, that's 22.
of the letter,
This
or
is
the appeal
23.
of the decision from the town of Woodfin. This is in.
Okay.
He's objecting to
To this decision.
this, no, not to your decision.
Oh.
He's objecting to the order as written.
Oh, does he say what?
He says, right, yep, it sure does. He says that the proposed order fails to accurately reflect the deliberations and determinations made by the board. And what the decision is that you all affirmed the appeal subject to the following modification. That written preliminary approval of the proposed water supply and sewer disposal system for the development of the subject property shall be given to the town prior to being heard by the town of Woodfin Planning Board. If that reflects your decision, notwithstanding what John Noor said in his written objection, that's what you're looking at, to approve that order.
So it was brought to my attention that there's an error in his proposal, or his objections.
Just the date?
The date, yes.
Yeah.
I know it's trivial, but we don't have to do anything with that, right? We
No,
just-
you do not.
Okay, on the back it's correct, but on the front it's wrong. Okay, back to, where are we at?
So you would just need a.
Item number 3.
I move that we adopt the order of, regarding the appeal of Alex and Jessica, actually, adoption of, yes, the order of the appeal of Alex and Jessica Bornstein and the Citizens for Responsible Land Use.
Before we do that, 1 second.
Oh,
Hold that 1 second.
Yep,
Has
the
everybody had a
motion's
chance to
still on
read
there.
this?
okay.
And-
Yeah.
And are there any questions from the board on this?
I'm just wondering why he doesn't say specifically what he said, because he's saying after.
You're
But that's
thinking
not us.
way too much about it.
That
Yeah.
that he
It's-
doesn't think that this is what we
it's-
said. And he said he listens to the recording. I think it is what we said.
Well,
It
then,
is
then
what
you
we
vote,
said.
then, yeah,
Yeah, I know.
It is what, we don't question that.
Yes.
It is what
Well,
we
that's what
said.
he's saying, is it's not what we said.
Well,
I mean,
I believe we're being
That's
shown this
what he
document
gets
just for our
paid.
informational
you're being,
purposes only.
because it's just going into the record.
Yeah.
Sure.
Any other questions on this? Okay, then we do have a motion already. Do we have a second to approve this?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, real quick,
No, hey, real quicks.
well, he, Nor put in a written objection.
No, we're not allowing any comment. Sorry, Jesse. Sorry.
Okay, for all those in favor of approving the order regarding the special Board of Adjustment meetings we had, those in favor? Say aye. Okay, that is approved unanimously. So now I can sign off on this?
Yes, and we'll sign off on it, and the clerk will attest to it. You can sign off on it, and then we'll give it to
Today is...
Marie, who is the
27th.
clerk? Is that
Gina.
Gina.
It's the bottom of the minutes.
27th.
Gina. I want to call her Lisa. Gina.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could call her Lisa if you wanted to. She might not respond.
It's 4 letters and it ends in A, so it's close.
Yeah.
Remember, we are live and
Oh.
on mics. Okay, that was item number 3. Item number 4.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the order granting the special use permit to Duke Energy Progress.
All right, one more second. Has
Okay.
everybody had a chance to read that
Yeah.
order? Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Okay, let me sure get the right one here. Variance. Special use permit. We have a motion to approve that. Do I have a second?
I can second.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion, so that order is also approved unanimously.
And Rick, did you write that clarifying last page on that variance order?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one
Yeah, I don't see
is
the last
changed?
one. We have
That's
the Martin and Lance Martin and Anne Marie one.
I have 2 of them.
Oh, okay, I don't have one.
We didn't get a new one, right, Ricky?
Here.
That's all right.
Use mine.
I gave you a new one for the variance.
Yes.
I don't need a copy, so.
All right. I'm going to need you to show me which one's new, because I may have...
Here,
accident-
look at it.
I think that was on top.
This is great. I just wanted to see that the end was what we had decided.
Yeah.
Right.
Is that what that's the new one?
Yes.
want to take that one? Well, this, oh, great, thank you. I will talk about that one, and I'll explain that in a minute before we get to that. Now, item number 5 is going to be an adoption of the order granting a variance to Lance Martin and Anne Marie Conquest. There is a slight change from the version you guys, we were all emailed, and I asked to have a little bit more information added. In the last paragraph, it says, "It is now therefore ordered that a variance is hereby granted and issued for an additional grading limits within the steep slope as reflected in the submitted site plan." In that last paragraph, it did not originally say what the variance was, so I asked for a little more detail.
Additional grading limits?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
The original one, I believe, just said the variance is
Yeah,
approved.
yeah.
Okay, so has everybody had a chance to review this one?
I did. I'm glad you added that clarification, just because that's really what we were talking about,
Yeah.
so.
It was minor detail, and actually, Mr. Goulden brought to my attention that it actually does explain it in the very first paragraph, but I missed that in my reading. Does anybody else have any more questions on this variance
I do not.
approval? Okay, do I have a motion to approve this order?
Yes, motion.
Second?
Second.
Okay, those in favor?
Aye.
Negative, against? None? That is also approved unanimously.
I mean, I didn't have to bring a peanut butter and jelly sandwich today.
I know. I started that.
So we don't need to do anything with this? It is simply going to be attached?
Yep, you don't need to do anything with it.
Just for our information.
I make a motion that we adjourn?
New business, we have none. Any other questions?
No, no.
Motion, second?
I'll second.
Oh, yeah, second.
Are everybody in favor?
We'll all second
Aye.
that motion.
Meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Those are 15 minutes.
I was trying.